Hello friends, I'm Samrat Singh. Once again, I'm here to talk about the role clarity of SMs. If you see, the major responsibility of sales manager is lying on three parameters. One is basically on control and monitoring. Second is on the development of people, and third is basically the motivation of the people. So these are the three parameters where the roles and responsibility revolves of each SM, where you have to deal with your people on day in day out basis on these parameters. So talking about first point about the control and monitoring, we have to talk very specific with respect to data, with respect to action point of the people, with ABMs and FOs. That is very important. Otherwise, if we talk any generic sentence or generic communication, it will not help us. Second important thing is that when we are keeping the development of people, we will be talking very high on this, that we have already discussed this situation leadership in our program, where it has been discussed that there should be different approach to different people and different development levels. So when you see that your person's development level is at different stages are there, like D1, D2, D3, D4, you have to first diagnose that where in which particular skill or competency my person's development level is at what level. Then accordingly you have to put your approach in terms of giving the direction to your people, and this is going to help us. In case of D1, you will find mostly the level of commitment of person is very high, but when you talk about their competence is very limited. But in case of D2, you will find the level of commitment is going down, but in case of their competence, they are learning something. But in case of D3, if you see, they will have competence which is between moderate to high competence, but their commitment is variable. So in case of D4, you will find the competency is very good, competency is very high about any particular task or skill, but even at the same time the commitment level is also very high. So we have to go through from D1 to D4, and to have this we should have very close observation about our people. So in that case, we have to go about that. In case of D1, our approach should be directing, where we should be more on direction, less on support. In case of D2, our approach should be high on directive and high on supporting behavior, because this is very important. Because when we are giving only direction where the level of commitment of people has gone down, in that case that person can leave. That is why we find that person attrition in first 3 months is very high. Then comes the behavior which is supporting, where you have to give low direction and high support, where people will be automatically doing his duties. And last situation where it comes that delegation, where your low direction will be there, at the same time low supportive behavior will be there. So our objective is basically to take our people from D1 to D4, which will help us in terms of development of their competency, which will help us in terms of building the business and brand for the company. And let me tell you, we have talked about three parameters of roles and responsibility. Third parameter is basically the motivation of the people, and motivation of the people lies in terms of 2-3 things which is very important. One is, if our people are learning from us on regular basis, that is also a very good motivation. At the same time, motivation lies in terms of the kind of culture we create, the kind of examples we set in our team. So it is extremely important that our behavior, our approach, our level of effort should be always good, and that will create a positive culture in the team, and that will help us to build a good team, which will help us to perform our roles very effectively, and which will help to give the perform more than 100%. So with this, I will say all the best. Do well. Thank you.